All right. Well, hello and welcome back again. Obviously, a little bit sad we lost our streak last night, but we are ready to go tonight. Got two games ahead of us. Obviously, starting out here with two 1-2 teams, and we'll jump over to the Pixel League to see another undefeated team in Honolulu take on Deadwood. But first, you can see the schedule. A couple sweeps so far, but we'll see if we can get a closer one. Let me get the info sent out. Bang. And okay. And I did get an update. One team might be getting a PFA, which the other one already has one, so that would be another. But, it'd be like that sometimes. As you can see the standings here, a bunch of 2-2 teams. We're guaranteed to add one more here. Let's jump over to our stats. Obviously, I believe it is Stim, not going to be here for Miami. So they have Ezio instead, and then as of now, the update I've been given is that Akaza might be late, and so they're looking for a 1 day for the wave. So there you go. We'll see. But the main storyline for St. Petersburg here is the addition of Schmiegs coming in from Florida. Got traded as a swap with Nels. So we are waiting. I see two of the players. Yep, I said both. I sent info and said remember to be in server VC, and if they join before they do that, I will remind again. So, because I know they have their own server, but we gotta get in the right one, just to make sure. Yeah, hoping for an interesting game here. I think honestly, Miami are probably my favorite here. We don't know what PFA Wave might get or what 1 day Wave might get. But generally, I think Miami are a solid roster. I think Ezio is a great 1 day to step in, although we don't know how much he's been playing. And then for the Wave, I think I'm not sure about the trade just yet. The team was already, they looked good in week 1, kind of questionable after that. But, I think we haven't seen that much of Schmiegs. I'm not sure how well he'll fit. Again, hard to say how the wave will look at all when Schmiegs is a new player and then they're going to have a 1 day replacing Akaza. But, so basically, I feel okay about both these teams. Like, I don't really know how to rate either. I think I have higher hopes for Miami, but I have no clue what to expect from them. And then the Wave, I'm like cautiously unsure, where I feel like it might not work out well for them, but I still see the potential for them to be a solid roster. And so I need to see what type of team they show. And again, this might not be their week to do that because it seems like they're going to have a 1 day, but, game is game, and we'll see. As not sure. We still only have 2 in the Miami VC. What, are both teams agreeing to push it back 10 minutes or what? Because 10 is the FF time, which is 5 minutes. What's going on there, Lemon? I also sent info to Boston from Miami because I don't know. Non-playing teams, it's always a bit of a question. Okay, so you're agreeing to push it? Bet. If you do that, then that's chill. Is Ezio going to be on at some point? Yep, there he is. He's in call. Sick. I don't know. We could talk for a little bit, and then I'll probably throw it a break. I don't know. or now it look St. Petersburg might have a 1 day. So unsure. So I'm seeing very conflicting signals that St. Petersburg, yes, they did Dishonored. St. Petersburg initially said they would look for a sub. Then Lemon's in the chat saying that they're gonna push the game 10 minutes, and then now Appa is telling me that they got a sub. So unsure. I suppose we'll see. We'll see exactly. So now, I mean, I gotta just keep talking. I guess while we're here, what I can do, that'll restart. I can though go to 3. Let's talk about some standings. Obviously Kyoto jumped up after their win last week, fell back down this week, but guaranteed to be joined by at least one more team. And if we look, you can see Havana are 10. But if we go back to the schedule, Havana are running into Hanoi, so a tough game for them. So they are guaranteed to be tied with at least one more team, but quite possibly 2. And yeah, I think Kyoto will be an interesting team to watch forward. Meanwhile, as always, we got that log jam in the middle, guaranteed at least 6 teams. I would expect possibly 7, possibly 8, because I think OKC are the favorites against Lincoln, although they could win to keep that down. And then Havana are the underdog against Hanoi, but they could potentially win. That's okay. It looks like we're going to have that 1 day coming through. I don't know about that, Koa. I mean, see, part of the problem there, Koa, this isn't their game, you know? It's not a sense game, so it's kind of hard to, you know what I mean? But yeah, I still always appreciate Prism for the chaos it provides. Honestly, not entirely sure. I mean, if we go to the schedule, the game of the week is OKC Lincoln. That much is clear. I'm honestly not sure which one is more chaos, because if OKC win, then they're either holding their 1-game lead or maybe opening up a 2-game lead on the Prism League. But if Lincoln win, then they kind of jump ahead of the pack, you know? So it'll be interesting. So yeah, honestly, probably Koa. But again, if we throw back to our standings, OKC win throws the Sentinels into the 2-2 tie, while a Lincoln win pulls OKC down a bit, but keeps Lincoln up out of that tie. So it's like back and forth. We're waiting. Who has the power to approve PFAs? Because, oh, sick packet loss. You know, I'm just gonna. This might be a thing, but I'm gonna just try to find this player. Where? Are they offline? Annoying. Annoying. Yeah. No, I don't think so. So, yeah. I think the ones who have the power to approve that stuff would be Koala, DK, and then Smurfy because he made it. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter that much. As we go to stats real quick, hopefully we'll get game soon. We do have one team in. I gave the roll to the PFA on the other team. So, okay. Now everyone's in their VC. The PFA has been put in. It has not been approved, but it's been put in. The player has the role. One player left, but both teams are in the lobby. So, great. Yeah. Now, it could be a bit of a... I don't know what would happen because I gave him the role, and then if the PFA gets approved and then it would try to give him the role, I don't know if that would be a mess, but you know what? We're going to roll with it as it looks like we're ready to go. So nice delay, but we are good. Your key players here are Boston and Appa. The stats pretty heavily in favor of the Wave, but now we are finally ready to go. St. Petersburg will be in blue, Miami in purple. Of course, got to shift to their secondary. A lot of blue teams still in the Prism League. Much of the couple kind of shifted away. Now Lemon rolled forward. Schmiegs takes it up the sidewall. Now back down again. This one off the side. Okay, so Bacon can also approve it. As that one banged forward by Kellen. Boston going to catch it out to the side. So again, non-standard rosters on both sides. We do have Ezio in replacing Stim. And then we also now have Kellen in for Akaza. And then, of course, roster changes on both sides as well. Lemon being signed as a new player for Miami. And Schmiegs coming over in a trade for St. Petersburg. Although the Wave are going to start out with the first goal here. They've had a lot of pressure. And eventually that converts. Kellen the pass across Appa. Shot, bar, down, and in. Is it bad? I don't feel like... Nah, this purple's not too bad. Usually if it's dark, I'll try to lighten it, but this one's not too bad. Boston trying to bang it forward. This one might roll down. Doesn't quite have the read. Ezio's there, though. There's his first goal of the season. Stepping it as a one-day, and it is a tie game. Yeah, when the quality's lower, it'll get a little annoying, and that's fair. Unlucky, but I think it generally is readable, so I'm probably going to leave it. But purple is definitely not ideal generally. As they're trying to play this one forward, not going to be able to follow it. Dropping down, Lemon has to fake. Schmiegs on the air dribble, dropping down again. Boston out off the left side, it'll center. Kellen, big pop forward. Now dropping down to Ezio. They'll play it out to the corner, now pinched up off the back wall. Boston gets a touch, looking to follow. Reset forward, dropping down. Lemon's there. Miami lead 2-1. Another one on the board, 2 in a row for the Hurricanes. And that puts them ahead. A minute and a half in, already 3 goals between the two teams. Definitely a bit of a shootout so far, but we'll see. This one popped across as you're trying to play it forward. 11 looking for bumps, doesn't find a whole lot. Now rolling out Boston, big 50 down. Kellen a little awkward, will get demoed. Boston going to cut back in, beats another, but finally gets removed. Now back in the midfield, Lemon just takes the heavy touch forward. Now bouncing down, Schmiegs the roller out. That one too high. Now played toward the back wall. Boston trying to drop it down. Kellen will dunk. Is anyone there? Schmiegs tries. Just keeps it in. Now off the side, Schmiegs will center. Lemon, a big clear right over to Ezio. He'll pop it forward. Yeah, Kellen trying to take it away. Now dropping down, Ezio shot just wide. Schmiegs pinch. Lemon should be able to chase this down. Does. Plays it off the back wall. Ezio will dive. Just a touch into the corner. Now Boston not able to go. Pass back to Lemon. Lemon trying to go, but Kellen now gets the 50. Now Appa, big demo. Kellen shot, tie game. 2-2. St. Petersburg answer back. Kellen a big 50. Appa the big demo. And then it's just open. Kellen a bit of an angle. Of course. No bacon. As that was a creative kickoff, but they haven't been scored on yet. They sent 2 players, both faked, and then you can tell it was intentional because they did have Appa back to take the ball. It did result in pressure, though, as Boston had an open net as Ezio and Appa traded, but he skied it, and it stays a tie game. Now, Lemon trying to center it, doesn't have any more. Schmieg's trying to clear it out. Boston going to let it come, trying to catch it back. Now looking for a 50, big one across. Schmieg's low boost will grab the mid boost. Appa now touch towards net, would have been off target. It's a pass though, Schmieg's. Just saved by Lemon. You can tell there was panic because he quick chat as he saved it. Now this one down the sideline again. Ezio trying to catch it down, look for the flick, doesn't have it. Schmieg's trying to pop it out again. Appa now getting a clear, following it down the sideline. Gets under one, Appa 50 high for Kellen. Boston now will beat him to it. Trying to get to the ceiling, won't get back down. Ezio's shot. Schmieg's blocks it wide. Now Appa bangs it across again. Ezio will turn. Kellen beats him. Lemon, big pop, trying to set something up. He's removed. Schmieg's will now clear the ball out. Double commit, but Kellen has control. He has a double. He has the lead. It's 3-2. St. Petersburg are in front. Kellen gets his second on the double. Did bounce, but what a read. Followed it cleanly, beat the defense, had a teammate behind him, but didn't even need the help. And now, especially with that open net miss looming, pressure begins to build for Miami. Ezio trying to pop this one out, but it's so lateral. Won't have any chance towards the net. Now Schmiegs just beats Lemon. Appa hunting downfield. Boston last back even on the 50. Trying to get another touch. Gets it a little bit forward. Appa now dunks it back in. Ezio trying to let it go. Brings it back into the corner, but low boost to his name. Gets demoed. Kellen diving. Kellen shooting. Boston left the net. It's 4-2. Lemon maybe a little optimistic. Cheats up. Boston, meanwhile, last back just leaves the net. The demo makes things awkward, and the Miami rotations let them down. Just a clean shot to double the Wave lead. Now Kellen bringing it down. 50 back. Boston, a shot. Weak. Appa saves. Now Ezio down from the ceiling to the back wall. Appa out to the side. Boston will center. Ezio low boost. Just going to get a light touch, and Kellen will deny. Lemon's low boost. He has to take it back. And the time continues to drip away. He's trying to pop it up again. Runs into Appa, but Appa will just turn around and follow it. He doesn't care how fast the play is. He wants to waste away the clock. And so they do. The clock drops down to 0. It's a 2-goal lead, and that means the Wave are going to take game 1. We are up in the air for a minute, but now it drops. And it is a 4-2. Hold on. Why that purple? What? Hold on. That's not right. No, we got to swap that real quick. Hold on. What happened? Bang. Okay. That fixed. We're now blue. We're good. Hold on. Why purple? But yeah, well played game for the Wave for sure. Took advantage of some overcommits there by the end. And just able to get the win. You can see the shots. I mean, they outshot by 2, and they won the game by 2. So that's a pretty simple ratio. As gotta write down the goals there. Can't forget the goals. I need to know the goals. As we now load in game number 2. St. Petersburg won to the better. Miami played a good game, but just some overcommits and one open net miss, sealing their fate there in the first game. But new game, new map. Trying to reset here. Kellen bringing it down. Ezio back down off the sidewall again. Kellen trying to play it forward. Boston catching it out to the side. He's trying to play it in again. Now Lemon Off the left wall, Appa, misread, does beat Kellen. Kellen now trying to get back, does beat Lemon. Ezio off the back wall, trying to pass it back. Schmiegs gets in there for a 50. Boston off the corner, dropping down. Schmiegs, awkward bounce. Lemon didn't have an angle. That's a tough one, but that's one you're gonna want to take. Now Appa trying to get it on the other end. Blocked to the side by Ezio. Popped up by Boston. Ezio will jump as well. Neither one hits it. Now Boston awkward tries to pop it up. Kellen one forward. Ezio takes it the other way. He'll get to the ceiling, won't have much else. Now off the corner, dropping down. Lemon off the back wall. I'd say all of Miami have kind of made mistakes so far. This one popped up in the air. I mean, new roster plus a one-day. It's fair to say chemistry might not be there for various reasons, but seeing some awkward double commit, some awkward shooting as Lawson not able to get around that one. Lemon does, but weak shot. Apple will be there. Ezio now looks to the back wall, but well read by Kellen. Schmiegs will take it next. He'll just bang it downfield. Boston getting up, gets a light touch back into the corner. Ezio now sends it away. Kellen trying to dive across. Lemon trying to take it away. Doesn't get it, but does get a demo. Appa beats Boston. Ezio one pop into the air, trying to get up. Gets bumped off it. Kellen jumps up early. Does get one touch. Might need help. Won't get it, but Lemon just fakes him out again. Now Lemon over to Ezio. That's off the crossbar. Appa, that's not the touch he wanted. Almost worked, but Ezio does send it back in. I mean, Appa did beat everyone, but the problem is it's back off his own post, and that everyone includes both his teammates. So Ezio just turns around, slots it, and it's 1-0 Miami. Awkward series so far. Ezio trying to take it to the air, gets it to the backboard. Is there a double? No. Boston's there. 2-0 Hurricanes. Double their lead. That's why you need the support. Ezio doesn't have the boost or the momentum to get that double. But his team there quickly both dive in. Boston the one to get the shot. As I see 3 demos in the top right, and I see a ball in the net. What happened? Schmiegs wins the 50, or wins the kickoff. Appa hits it, and it skipped off Lemon and rolled in. And of the 4 players there, I think 3 died. Incredible gaming. It's 1-2. Waver back within 1. Now Ezio has control off kickoff, gets a dunk. This could fall down in front. It will, but what a touch. Appa denies it. Makes it skip wide off Boston's car and keeps the lead down to 1. Now Schmiegs will look for a read here. Almost got back to him, but well cleared away. Appa, though, going to start another attack, but Boston a ceiling pinch to take it away again. Schmiegs now a long send. Lemon back in his own corner. One pop out, another one forward. Dropping to the midfield. Kellen takes one touch. Boston trying to control. Kellen still waiting. Gets another 50. Now Appa pincher on the outside. Ezio slowing it down. Push central. Schmiegs is there. Off the sidewall. Boston. Long send downfield. Kellen off the sidewall again. Rolling down. This one played forward. Lemon down from the ceiling. Now this one 50 towards that. Ezio trying to catch it. Just guides it wide. Appa no touch on that one. Kellen trying to turn on it. Flicks it back. Off the side again. Boston pop up off the post. Kellen a bouncer. Boston a clear. Now Boston looking the other way. It's wide. Is there a follow? Schmiegs just barely manages to push that one wide. Now Lemon trying to dive in again. Lose out on the challenge, but Ezio's behind him. Pass right to Boston, but the shot's right into Kellen. Awkward on the recovery. He'll still try for a touch. Won't have one. Appa will. Double commit gets a save. Schmiegs now left alone trying to cut right into Lemon, but Lemon didn't read it. Ezio another even 50. Kellen pops it up. Lemon dived in too fast. Rushed it, got nothing. Appa pinch up into the corner. They'll try to recover. Kellen will try to bump. This one now's out to Schmiegs. It's a tie game. 1-1-1 on the clock. 2-2 on the scoreboard. That one popped out again. Lemon a bit of panic. Couldn't get a strong enough touch. And the defense not ready to get the block either. Well positioned by Schmiegs. Well shot by Schmiegs. And Miami now, their lead erased. 1 minute to go. Lemon trying to drop it down. That extra touch too much for Ezio. She's now off the sidewall again. Can't get another touch. Boston kills it down. Appa rolls it in front. Ezio, 50 back away. Rolling center. Lemon already up. Tries to pass. Does find Boston, but a bit too far. Falls to nothing. She's now leaves it to Appa. Played down off the corner. Lemon pops it right back up. Now dunked down from the ceiling. Ezio trying to get back. Does get a touch out to the side. Ezio dunks up in the air. Schmiegs chasing it. Play off the corner. Dropping down. Appa. What a save. Lemon read it. Now Kellen trying to get back. Yeah, it will actually be Schmiegs to cut in front of him as Appa gets a demo. Ezio now in the air for that. Gets a dunk. 50's down to Boston. Now back to Kellen. Kellen to the side for Schmiegs. 15 seconds to go, getting into last chance territory, and the ball is stuck at the midfield. This one could be a chance for Ezio, though. He'll go backboard. Boston there. Drop down, blocked by Appa. Lemon now fake challenges. Might concede the chance to the wave. Lemon trying to get a dunk here, will, and that will mean overtime. Great read by Lemon there to deny the chance at 0 for the wave. Now Boston a big win. He'll get the boost. He'll try to cut. Gets under 1. But 2 more recover. Appa now got a bump by Kellen. She's trying to get it away, though. Does just that. Ezio bang forward. Lemon, surely not. Doesn't quite have the angle for it. Now Boston, another one rolled in. Appa almost got bumped, but managed to evade. And now it's open. Somehow, through the chaos, Appa dodges the bump. But there's just no one else in the net. Ezio swoops in, takes control, and just rolls the shot in. And so now, it's a tied-up series. Miami win a 3-2 game in OT. One where you can see, again, winner outshot by 2, but this time only winning by 1. Scores pretty even between the two teams. Of course, Ezio taking that top spot with his 2 goals in this one. I gotta go all the way through the alphabet for the map, but, you know, we'll get there. Just one moment. There we go. And so we will load in game number 3. Even series here. Miami able to get a big one back there on DFH. Definitely got awkward. Started with a 2-0 run. Got all the way back to a 2-2 OT. But they do manage to refine the edge and close it out. So now we're back to an even play field. Who can get that first goal? Who can get that momentum? And who can get the game win? Schmig's trying to play it forward. It'll get out to the side. It'll roll up. He'll chase it. Pinch across, dropping down. Kellen there. What a read. Ezio just able to take it away. Now pinch forward again. Boston will chase to the corner. Will look for the pinch out. It'll roll out, but well read by the defense there for the wave this time. Ezio now another 50 across. Kellen trying to wait behind it. Pops it forward. Lemon there. Bang. But Appa able to get the save. Ezio off the back wall again. Appa chasing on. Now Lemon up the side. He'll go towards the ceiling. Appa, though, diving in. Perfect read and a dunk. Ezio another one pops forward. He's up early, so it'll leave him uncontested. Boston thinking about diving. Will shade to the corner. Now gets beat by that, but Lemon backs him up well. Now this one dropped back. Ezio there. Ezio again. Miami are 1-0 up. This player has been the player for the Hurricanes here, stepping up big as the one day. This time it's Lemon to hit him on the pass. And he cleans up well. Now this one's pushed back off the side again. Lemon, another big pop forward. Kellen trying to get it out. Played straight down the center as he up early. Pops it up off the back wall. Now 2 players up for the wave. That touch is high, though. Boston trying to pop it away on the air dribble. Now rolled across. Kellen pops it forward. Ezio drop down close. Boston just misses on the demo as well. Now Boston down from the ceiling. This one dropped back to Ezio. No boost for the 2 players forward. Lemon the only one with some. But now he has to retreat and uses it in the process. Appa down off the corner. Lemon pops straight back. Could have been awkward, but Kellen low boost himself was not reading it. Now Ezio drops for the reset. Didn't get it. Bounced between 2. Lemon has a task. Does get dunked, but it is off target, and it's too high for Schmiegs. Now Appa dives in early. He'll beat 2 with that touch. Boston, bit of a task of his own, trying to get it out from the back wall. Does get 1 touch. Now Lemon a catch, another 50, trying to leave it, but there's no one else there. Pop forward. Ezio in the air early. Gets a pinch. That'll beat a couple. Back and forth. Both teams awkward for each and every touch. Now Kellen just trying to take a shot. Lemon parries it out to the side. He'll wait under it, but beat by the wave. This one bouncing straight down. Ezio, another one cleared out. Now Boston, big flick forward. Towards the net. Appa will guide it away. Lemon might have got the boost, but he gets removed. Ezio pops it out center. Kellen drops it down. Appa clear forward. Still trying to stay behind it. Now Lemon rolling out. He'll go off the corner. Trying for the air dribble. Does run out of boost, but gets a good dunk at the midfield. Speaking of dunk, Schmieg's a big one there. Will send it towards goal, but Boston able to pop back in. Really slowed down on the scoring here as that one will go just high. Lemon able to get the save anyway. Another one high by Kellen. Boston awkward on the catch. He'll try to get back to it. He will. Still the wave trying to swarm, but eventually given up to Lemon. Although he doesn't have much for a clear. Bouncing down. Ezio pops it to the side. Kellen, a miss. Lemon, a bit of a miss as well, it looked like. Now Schmieg's trying to send it forward. Boston dunked. Wave really setting up a big attack here, but eventually it will break down. Boston able to get it the other way. Sends Appa diving back. Lemon up off the corner. Ezio low boost. Plays the 50. Now pop back. Boston unable to jump. Appa shot wide. Boston trying to catch it. He'll drop again, but Schmiegs beats him to it. Now Lemon gets bumped, and Appa ties the game. The physicality comes out, and St. Petersburg bring things even. Schmiegs the pass, the bump, opens it up for Appa, and he rolls it through. I feel like that's been a lot of the difference, honestly. We've seen Miami go for a lot of physical play and just barely not get the bump. While we've seen St. Petersburg go for a lot of physical play and get it and score. Of course, Miami in the series through other methods, but so many of their attacks come down to if they just got that bump. Maybe that's the adjustment. Just try to be a bit cleaner on those. Make contact more often as this one's played forward, but Lemon unable to reach it. Boston now taking it back. Ezio chasing it. Popped up downfield. Appa back into the corner. Boston tracking it down. 50 off the side. Lemon overran it. He'll try for a touch. He'll get one. Kellen now able to stall. He'll look for a reset. Maybe one more on the flick. Ezio running low. Lemon trying to back him up, but a bit too low. Appa gets a dunk. And that one behind Appa, but dropped down by the next member of the wave, and it's just in. All right. Kellen gets up and gives the wave the lead. He just jumps. He bangs it. Boston again just cheating out of net. Unable to reach it. A bit too optimistic. A bit too aggressive. And immediately punished. Well shot by Kellen. The rotations just need a little bit of cleanup for the Hurricanes. As Ezio getting under this one. Look for the dunk. Does pop it up in the air. Gets a bump on the last man. But there's no one to shoot it. 30 seconds to go. Hurricanes need something soon. That one passed back by Kellen. Schmiegs there. Dunk forward. Kellen looking for the wrecking crew. Bit of panic there on one defender. Might have been Lemon, but still the clear does eventually come through. Now Appa trying to pop it back. Schmiegs trying to 50 Boston. He'll go even. Appa should win this. That one to the back wall. Hurricanes need to go full field. Ezio off the side. Pop forward. Boston has control. He has time. A bit awkward, though. He's going to get 50'd. Dropping down. Lemon can't keep it alive. The breakaway chance not taken. And we do go to match point for the Wave. This time out shooting by 6. Pretty controlled. Ezio again top of the leaderboard for the Hurricanes. But 3 saves apiece for Ezio and Lemon. Really having to put in that defensive work, and eventually it will crumble, and eventually they will get scored on. As was seen, managed to get that early goal, I believe, but then just a physicality and an overcommit turns it against them. And so now we roll Utopia Coliseum for game number 4. Wave are on match point, but they do need one more to close it out. Miami have already responded to tie the series once here. Can they do it again? This one now played down into the corner. Appa trying to chase it. Lemon, pop up. Gonna follow it downfield. Now this one dropping down. Kellen with control. Boston a 50 down from the ceiling. Ezio Trying to catch, trying to play a 50. Fakes out one, now a bump on another. But Schmeeks is the third, and he's able to clear it out. All the way downfield, forces Lemon to go, then bumps him off it. Appa, right to Boston. His touch might be on target, but it's far too weak to go through. So is Appa's for a clear, though. Lemon off the back wall. Ezio there. Guess who? It's a Miami goal, and it's from Ezio. 1-0 Hurricanes again. This time again, the demo connect makes things awkward, and it gets cleared out. Rather, the goal line gets cleared, and it's just an open net, essentially. Was a defender, but the shot well enough placed. This one rolled out. Lemon got a fake challenge. Appa not falling for it. When you have low boost, you just kind of get desperate. Not going to be thinking about if they go or not. And now Lemon trying to play it forward. Schmeeks trying to play it out. Dunked across by Lemon, but Appa's the only one there. Ezio needs to get up for a save. Now off the right wall, Schmeeks will take it. Ezio dives in for an even 50. Kellen should be there first. Cuts. Lemon gets a touch. Kellen only able to pop it across. Ezio will take this one up into the air, but gets bumped off. Not even a read on the ball. Again, Boston has to dive back. He'll take it from the back wall. Full tank of boost, but that first touch lets him down. Pop towards net. Good save away in the end. Lemon, control, low boost, trying to go for some sort of a turtle flick. Couldn't quite connect. Now that one played perfectly. A bit of confusion. Eventually, Ezio scores it. Lemon, you think maybe takes from Ezio, but perfect to open up the net. Boston drives through it there. And Ezio, one touch and then one dunk. Just barely able to squeeze it through the crossbar. Doubles the Miami lead. But the last one they won, they were in this exact position and ended up having to win in a 2-2 OT. So can't feel too comfortable just yet. As Appa gets dunked here by Boston. Off the left side, Schmeeks going to send it forward. Lemon now to the back wall. Kellen trying to get up, able to knock it down to the side. Schmeeks now up towards the ceiling again. Appa already in the air, can't quite connect on it. Appa again can't connect. Kellen, though, is able to from behind him. Now Lemon up in the air. Boston try to play it across. No one there except Appa. He'll send it all the way out. Ezio another one away from the back wall. Schmeeks up off the side. Ezio trying to get it out. That one could set up an attacker, but no one really on it. Lemon now chasing. This one played out. Boston trying to roll it forward. Schmeeks off the side. Forward again, still following it. Ezio off the right wall. Ezio towards the net, blocked away by Kellen. Coming off the corner. This one forward again, not to be. Schmeeks will have time. Two teammates to his left, he'll look for one, but Ezio cuts it out. Off the back wall. Kellen's awkward, but the shot is not there. Boston got a light touch, but not a shot. Lemons will just as well be easily played away. Wave survived that one, but might they need another? Kellen trying to say no. Pops it into the corner. Low boost gets a bump on another. Schmeeks, though, also low. Gets dunked by Boston. Kellen a good boost steal, but will he get scored on before he gets back? No, he gets a demo. Can't get a dunk, though. Ezio centering. Ezio shooting. Ezio scoring. Hat trick for Ezio. And it is 3-0 with a minute 40 to go. Perfect placement top left. Defender tries to dive to read it, but cannot get the touch. A minute 40, 3-goal lead. Not a guarantee, but you can start to feel at least a little bit of safety. And now Schmeeks drops this one down. Cleared forward again. Appa will follow it. Drop down on target. Lemon gets a save away. Now Ezio a demo. Lemon control, the pop, the drop. Schmeeks reads it and saves. Boston down for the ceiling again. Played out to the side, Lemon. Popped up in the air, will look for a pass across. Can't quite find the touch. Now Ezio down off the corner again. Kellen. Boston trying to play it in. Now a drop across on the goal line, but it bounces wide harmlessly. Now up off the corner again. Lemon trying to play it back. No one on it. Ezio cutting forward again. Another one popped up. Trying to wait behind it. Trying to play it forward. Now off the corner, getting played away. Boston does not have it. Played forward. Lemon to the side. Ezio Trying to drop it down. That might just be to Kellen, but Boston gets a massive pinch away. 30 seconds to go. Miami controlling the run of play, controlling the scoreboard. They can't let it slip. Gotta keep it going. Now Boston will take control of this one. Even 50. Ezio should pick it up first. About a half a tank to his name. Look for the ceiling pinch. It said just a ceiling play. Now he'll drop. He'll look to seal their boost as Boston goes for the reset. Schmiegs will get a save. Lemon trying to double back. He'll pop it up to the ceiling. Ezio already in the air. One forward. Might be open. Lemon scores it. 4-0. That should secure game number 5. Miami this time, do not let it slip. They expressed the concern after game 2, but this time they hold the control. They add 2 more goals, and they run away with Utopia Coliseum and clinch a berth on Champions Field. That will be as soon as the ball drops, which there might be a shot. There will not be a goal, though. And the Hurricanes are going to take game 4 with a 4-0 scoreline. This time they're the ones out shooting by 7, outscoring by 4, and the point production not even close. Ezio still on top, but Lemon not far behind at all. Measly 54 points the difference there. And so as we roll on, game number 4 will be under, or game number 5 rather, will be under the bright lights here as we move over to Champions Field. One game will determine who goes to 500 and who drops to 1-3. Both teams want it. I'd say the Wave maybe have played a more consistent series, but Ezio really dragging Miami across the line so far. Honestly, if you're the Hurricanes, the main thing you want, Lemon and Boston to step up, especially on offense. I mean, you can see Boston 0 for 4 in this series. Missed that one open net in game 2. Kind of panicked on a backboard read in that last game. Obviously, especially that last one, not easy shots at all. But as the player, the number 3 overall pick, you want to see him performing. You want to see him stepping up. And he's been more of the support player so far, which they're in this series. They're in game 5. But if you want a difference maker, that's got to be what I have to say. As Schmiegs passes this one back, Boston trying to bang it. It is just wide. Kellen around the corner. Lemon doesn't have a touch. Ezio trying to wait on it. Ezio another 51. He'll look for a shot. Appa gets a touch. Dropping down. Is it dangerous? It'll get cleared away. Lemon trying to pop it forward. Trying to drop for the reset. Won't get much. And then Appa bangs it. Boston used a lot of boost to try to get back here. Does make it awkward. Now he'll go from his back wall. Gets a good dunk on the first. Dunked by the second, though. Now Kellen another dunk. Rolling it in. And Appa scores. The defense gets way too awkward. Boston loses a 50. Ezio gets dunked. Lemon just rushed it. No boost. Flips the wrong way. And St. Petersburg strike first here in game 5. Kickoff won by Miami, but there shouldn't be much follow-up, although Ezio's up. We know he's dangerous. Pitched away by Schmiegs. Boston trying to send it in. Appa gets it the other way. He'll fake, but Lemon unfazed. Now Lemon a dunk over to the left side. Ezio catching up. He'll play it to the corner. Lemon a demo on 1. Demo on 2. No bump on the 3rd. Appa, perfect save. Honestly, Boston might have wanted to slow that down a little bit more. As Lemon hold on, has a double, doesn't score it. I mean, you get it, as Ezio another shot denied. Boston doesn't want to take time. Might not have had time with a defender getting back. But when you jump that early, just no chance at a shot. Has to pop it high. Buys even more time for the defense. Now this one dropping down. Kellen trying to shoot. Ezio denies it to the side. Now demo on 1, bump on 2. Schmiegs trying to play it in. Dunk off the side. Kellen going. 51 by Ezio, but it's right back to Appa. Boston needed for another. Schmiegs trying to catch up. Wins the challenge. He'll keep control. Cut to the corner. Pop straight up. Pass straight back. No one really on it. Lemon following it away again. Touch towards net. Dunked away. Boston there. Tie game. We said we wanted him on offense, and he will be the one to get the goal here. Boston, a banger. Well, a floater on the left side. The one defender going for the in and out in a bad spot. Not able to get the play. Now Ezio off the left side again. Dropping down. Appa dunked away. Ezio playing it forward. Kellen's there. Bar down on the goal line and in. Took it long enough, but it does cross the line. 2-1. The Wave lead again. Ezio, not much he can do there. Has to try to get around it. Instead, tries to drive under. Of course, an attacker crashing the net anyway. And it just manages to cross. Now another 51 Schmiegs, just wide of a 50 goal. Kellen trying to pop it back. Austin trying to get it forward again. Now Lemon off the back wall, bouncing out. Ezio trying to play it forward. Drop down. Appa banged forward. Lemon just able to stall it. Now low boost for his teammates. Appa trying to drop this one down. Dunked, but dunked right back. Boston along clear. Kellen's awkward. He'll get the beat. Ezio going to turn in first. He'll play it down, but dunked again. Kellen reading his opponents so well this series. As Lemon, though, a floater. High. No read. He just plays it to the side. Now Appa and Kellen combine for one clear. That'll get to the midfield, and Kellen will pop it to the corner. Lemon gets it by him. Awkward on the landing. He'll pop right back up. Air dribble to the crossbar. 50 back out. Kellen gets a save. Again, the third man is too close. Have to say it's been Miami's biggest issue. A couple goals because they cheat out of net. A couple missed opportunities because a 50 flies a little bit out from the goal, and all three players are on top of it and can't jump. Gotta find a little bit of safety, but Ezio might not need it, but 50'd out to the side. Lemon trying to drop it down, trying to hold control. Schmiegs takes it away. Bouncing up. Ezio, good read. Pass really to no one. Lemon tries, but can't reach it. 80 seconds to go. Wave still lead. Maybe a chance to double it, but no one there to shoot. Ezio. Lemon gets a demo. Pool shot high. Cleared away. Ezio now steals it from Boston. Lemon trying to dive in. This one up into the corner. Ezio chasing it. Pops it up. Lemon no boost. Boston there. Shot is wide. Coming in from a tough angle. Could not pick it back. Now that one too far for Ezio. Pops up off the side. Appa trying to slow it down, trying to fake. Gets a 50, but it's won big by Boston. Now Ezio gets bumped. He'll still be here, but a bit more awkward on the challenge. Lemon to the air. Air dribble forward. Off the post and in. Lemon brings us even. Maybe some help from the defender, but Lemon sets up the whole play. And finally, Miami tie the game. 40 seconds to go. 2-2 series, 2-2 game. Who can break the deadlock first? Appa will try. His shot is wide. As they're trying to catch it away, Kellen will cut that down. Off the back wall, bouncing out. Lemon control again. Lemon to the air. Out of boost, doesn't have a shot. Boston trying to chase it down, looking for the center. Ezio to his left. Ezio for the net. For the lead, 3-2 Hurricanes. He finally gets involved. Shot number 6 of the game for Ezio, but his first to get through. And the Hurricanes jump in front. 2 straight goals, 20 seconds apart. Now on the kickoff though, Schmiegs denied by Ezio. Popped up off the side. Ezio dives in. Lemon the same. Boston up for this. One back. Lemon gets the clear. Might that win the series? It'll bounce up. Kellen trying to bring it down. He'll pop. It was a double commit. Now that one won, and it drops. Miami managed to find the win. It was not perfect, but it will be enough. As that will do it. What a game in the early slate here. The Hurricanes just barely able to jump ahead. We will ask for an interview. As always, we do expect one, but we'll see. Gotta write down the score first. Okay. And so, let's see. But I think if Miami lost, I mean, to be fair, I'm critiquing playstyle and chemistry mistakes, and those will carry over, but this is not their normal roster. They typically have Stim, who's maybe not as aggressive as Ezio. And obviously, Ezio's aggression, quite possibly what won them the game. But still, it has to be said, if their problem is they're trying to play too fast and overcommitting, it might be a good idea for them, or it might work out well for them to have Stim to kind of be a little bit more of an all-around player. So we'll see next week, essentially. But right now, we'll be back in just 1 minute with an interview. And we are now back with the winning Miami Hurricanes, or at least Boston for now. I think Lemon's muted for a second and Ezio headed out. But, Boston, how does it feel to get a win?
Sorry, what was that?
Yeah, there's some echo there from Lemon, but how does it feel to get the win?
It feels good. Obviously, we had that sub coming in. That was unfortunate, kind of last-second thing. We didn't realize series kind of started out slow. The play style was a lot more defensive than me and Lemon are used to playing. So kind of threw us off a bit, but we got a handle on enough to get the win, and that's what counts.
Absolutely. Definitely some moments of awkward play there, but still well played all around. Looking forward to next week. You do play Havana. Feeling confident for that one?
Oh, yeah, we'll have the full roster, and no one beats us when we're a full roster.
True. It'd be interesting to see how. I mean, you are unbeaten because we haven't seen that roster play yet.
Yeah.
Honestly, last question I have. Obviously, Lemon feels confident in the roster upgrade. How far do you think we can go?
I'm back.
Ooh, that's a good question. I did enjoy playing with Purge. He just didn't slot in as well as Lemon. I think me, Stim, and Lemon have a very aggressive play style that is going to be hard for teams to deal with. I think we'll definitely be in the playoffs, and we're going to take a few series.
I'm here.
Yeah, I'll ask you, Lemon. Obviously, played with this team and won before, but now first game picked up. How's it feel to get the win?
It feels pretty good, honestly. I was playing super bad for the most of the series, to be honest. It was just mainly my defense. Ezio played great, but just didn't fit with that aggressiveness. But he carried me a little bit, to be honest. So did Boston.
All right, and then last thing I'll repeat for you, Lemon, is how you feel about Havana next week?
Free.
Gotcha. All right, well, congratulations on the win, and good luck next week.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you heard it. Lemon said it as well. Obviously, I feel like no one in this series played perfectly. Definitely mistakes all around. But it also felt like a bit of a play style mash. That a lot of aggressive rotations. And the problem is all three were doing that. So, it especially ended up happening with Boston being third man, where he would end up cheating forward. Then the ball would either if it was in the offensive half, it would get cleared a little bit, and it's over everyone. They have to rush back. Or if it's in defense, then they kind of cheat out of net. Shot goes on net, it just goes in. So that was kind of the main issue we saw for Miami, but still managed to get the win. And then with Stim in the next week, someone they've had more time to get practice with, someone who maybe fits the play style better. We'll see how that team looks. Meanwhile, on the other side, Wave played a more consistent game, I'd say, but just couldn't get the threat at all times. And of course, one day for them as well. So hard to rate the new roster on both sides, but solid series all around. Was a close one, a good one. But that does it for now. So your final score here, Miami 3, St. Petersburg 2. We'll be back at 9 p.m. for Honolulu Deadwood. You won't want to miss it, so tune back in then.